Always tracking, always alerting. Storm Team 8.
Starting to see some snow across parts of the area, including here in Allendale, coming down at a decent clip, and it's that time of night where the snow's sticking, so just watch for some slick spots on the roads into early tomorrow morning as that snow continues to fall, especially near and to the northwest of Grand Rapids. Storm Track Live shows this disturbance really isn't all that big, stretches over to eastern Wisconsin, but some steady snowfall rates are occurring across parts of the area, now perhaps as far south as Kalamazoo, so up to an additional inch of snow is possible in some spots by tomorrow morning. Here's a look. Futurecast keeps that snow going in some capacity until just before sunrise. After that, though, looking at a pretty quiet Saturday. Cloudy skies, not expecting any sun, but not going to see much of any precipitation outside of a flurry. Again, additional snow up to an inch. Best chance of that will be to the north. Not expecting much out of this, but again, it's that time of night where it can stick and cause some slick spots. It is breezy out there tonight. In fact, winds are sustained in Holland at 23 miles per hour, sustained at 10 to 15 elsewhere from the southwest. And as we head into Saturday, winds will hold pretty steady at about 5 to 10, gusts up to 20 through tomorrow afternoon before tapering off tomorrow night. Highs tomorrow will also hold steady. We're going to rise tonight to about 30 degrees by sunrise, and we stay there pretty much all day, expecting highs in the lower 30s across the area. And this is the warmest day of until about the middle of next week. So early next week is looking cooler as we see temps drop back into the 20s. For a several-day stretch beginning Sunday. Here's a look at Futurecast for Sunday. You'll notice that by around midnight, many of us still likely dry, and then toward sunrise, that's when the snow starts to pick up. Not expecting a ton out of this, but could definitely produce some slick spots again for that Sunday morning drive. It looks to clear the area by late morning. We'll be left with quieter weather through Sunday afternoon. Models are starting to just nudge up ever so slightly with the forecasted snow amounts for Sunday morning, looking like 1 to 2 inches, perhaps closer to 2 to 3 inches in spots by the time we get to mid-morning Sunday. So just something to keep in mind. Again, a bit of a slow start to the day, likely Sunday. Of course, that pales in comparison to the snowstorm we had heading into last Sunday. It's been a cold start of the month. Our average temperature has been 21 degrees. That is about 12 degrees below average, and it's our coldest start to the month since 2002, 7th coldest on record, and it looks like we're going to stay well below average through the next week. Your 8-day forecast has a high down to the mid-20s for Sunday, right around 20 for Monday. Several more chances for snow, perhaps a bit of rain toward the middle of next week. Bottom line, forecast is active, and winter is here to stay for at least another week.
You're really staying busy, huh?
Yes, we are.
At least.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Blake.